has my best interest at heart, wants to see me happy, successful, wants to see me living a righteous life. And then I have somebody helping me all the time. I can't do it all by myself. And that's another, the 21st century, the 21st century America, we think that's the highest level of achievement is I did it by myself with my bloody bare hands. I did it all by myself. Well, first off, I think that's kind of impossible. I think everybody gets help in some way, shape, or form. But that's the ideal, you know, the ideal self-made man. That's an old phrase. So don't yell at me if I use the word man. It's, you know, it's not inclusive, yeah. But I'm quoting an old phrase. Don't yell at me. Self-made man. So, but what faith said is all about is that I'm not alone. That God is with me. That God is supporting me. I have faith that I'm not alone. And I'm not doing this by myself. I'm not all by myself. I'm not, if I am successful, it isn't because of me. It's because I have somebody with me. And that person is with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that person has also promised to be with me for eternity. And that's the final thing. The final part of faith. Faith is about the future. Faith is about the future. That I have faith that the future is going to be wonderful. Because God said it's going to be wonderful. And that future is an eternity with God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and all the people who have gone before us. That is about the future. 21st century America, it's about now. Everything is now. I want it now. and I'm not happy until I get it because it's got to be now. Faith is about the future. Abraham is the perfect example of the promise for the future. Even Paul Paul's was promised that he was the voice to the Gentile, the apostle, the disciple who reached out to the Gentiles. He was promised that. Did he live to see an enormous, successful church in the Mediterranean and in Europe, and that would spread all over the world? Did he live? No. No. But he had faith that that's what was going to happen. That the good news of Jesus that he was spreading was going to spread throughout the whole world, and it did. So that's what it's about. Faith is about the future. Faith is that I have somebody supporting me. I'm not alone. I have somebody who knows what's best for me, and that person, God, is working towards my future, is helping me to be blessed today and into the future. So that's the selling point. That we got to somehow get out there to the folks in the world, in the United States, and particularly here in Broadway. That's the selling point. Instead, people are buying into other things that all have to do with me, myself, and the world revolves around me, and that I got to get what I want right now. And that's what they're buying. The people around us. What we gotta convince them to believe in is faith. Faith in God. And faith that God has a wonderful future plan for all of us. So we got to keep praying. We got to keep praying to the Lord and asking the Lord to help us with this message. The message of faith. The message that Abraham brought to us, that we read about in Abraham from the Scriptures. The message that Paul is writing to us about in the Gospel, the book of Romans, and the message that Jesus preached throughout his ministry. Faith. It's all about faith. So we got to pray to the Lord and say, "Oh Lord, help us. Help us spread faith. Help us help other people learn what faith is." That's what the people around us have to learn. What faith is really all about. So we got to keep praying, keep praying for that, and keep praying for our friends, our relatives, our neighbors, everybody around here. Pray for the door hanging ministry. I gotta come up with a better name for that. And pray for that, and just keep praying, my friends, because prayer is powerful, and the prayers of the righteous are always answered by the Lord. So, okay, so let's